Hello, American government. Welcome to day 10. It's the end of our second week. We have 2 more days of class after today. Our last day is on Tuesday, sad face. So Tuesday is our last day of class. Today, I'm going to explain your final for this class. You need to do this paragraph in order to pass the class. Okay? For the final, you will be writing a paragraph answering the question: to what extent do governments secure or fail to secure the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? Okay. You read about 2 countries, Venezuela and the United States. Some of you read about China. You will decide which one does a better job, which one does a worse job. You will find evidence and you will explain. I will be showing you how to write the paragraph. You first need to complete assignment number A, final paragraph, and I'll go over that at the end. You need to complete this assignment in order to pass the class this summer. Okay. All right, so we're gonna start. Just to review, if you need it, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, definitions are up here. Okay, I have a few questions for you to answer. 1, which country did you read about? Did you read about Venezuela, United States, or China? Okay. Which country does the worst job securing rights? Which country does the best job? You can answer the last one. How should we decide which is best and which is worst? You can answer this question on your Edpuzzle now, please. Okay. Next, I'm going to focus on how to write a paragraph in government. Today, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday, you will be writing a paragraph based on the 2 articles you read on the United States and defund the police and Venezuela. But first, we need to talk about how to write your paragraph. Then you will have time to plan today, and you will have time to write on Monday and Tuesday. Okay. This is our paragraph organizer. This is how your paragraph should be organized. Okay. First thing in your paragraph is your claim. It's your thesis. That's your answer to the question. What is your answer to the question? What do you think about the question? You respond to the prompt, which is the question, and you answer the question. Do that in 1 sentence. Your next sentence in your paragraph is context. You give more information and you clarify keywords in your claim. The next part is your evidence, your examples. You use specific examples. Okay. You're going to need 2 examples, one from the article on Venezuela, one example from the article on the United States. After your evidence, the 4th thing, and evidence you can have, since you need 2 examples, you need at least 2 sentences. The next part is your analysis, and it connects the claim and your evidence. It explains how your evidence supports your claim. Your analysis is going to be more than 1 sentence. And then the last thing in your paragraph is your conclusion. Your conclusion supports your claim, and you explain. Okay? Okay, now you're going to practice. I want you to label the parts and put them in the correct order. So I want you to label each part 1 through 6 and the part of the essay it is. Okay, so we have this part here that is highlighted. China's government and Saudi Arabia's government both do a bad job of protecting inalienable rights, but China does a slightly better job overall. Okay, What part of the essay do you think this is and why? The next part, if we want to decide which country is better, we need to decide how to measure. One way is to think about how many people's rights are protected and how many people's rights the government fails to protect. What part of the essay do you think this is and why? According to Article A from the Los Angeles Times, a legal degree wasn't offered to women at universities in Saudi Arabia. On the other hand, Article B from the New York Times focuses on how Liu Xiaobo went to prison in China for protesting at Tiananmen Square in 1989. What part of the essay do you think this is and why? Liu Xiaobo's story is a clear failure to protect the rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, but he is only one person. It is unclear from this evidence if China acts badly on a large scale. The women of Saudi Arabia get to live outside of jail, but they are not free to choose their careers, so they don't get to pursue happiness. Half of all people in Saudi Arabia are women, so the government is failing on a large scale to protect inalienable rights. Okay, now you have this highlighted part. What part of the essay do you think that is and why? Therefore, we should judge China better at protecting rights than Saudi Arabia because millions of women are more important than one protester. What part of the essay do you think this is and why? Okay. The last thing I want you to do, I listed claims for the 3 articles that we read. Choose one claim below and support it with at least 3 pieces of evidence from the articles. Okay. Choose one, and in your answer, give me 3 pieces of evidence. Okay. Claim 1, sometimes governments fail to secure the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. For example, the Venezuelan government fails to protect the right to life and to the pursuit of happiness by failing to protect schools from violence. If you choose this claim, please give me 3 pieces of evidence from the article. Second claim, the United States has failed to secure the rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness by failing to protect the life of Black citizens and not spending enough in Black communities. If you choose this claim, give me at least 3 pieces of evidence from the article to support this claim. If you read the article on China, you can use this claim. Okay. On your Edpuzzle, you will write your 3 pieces of evidence. Last thing, this is what you're working on today, and it's due on Monday. Everyone has to do this in order to pass the class. You have to write a paragraph. This is where you will start writing your paragraph. The question you're answering is this: to what extent do governments secure or fail to secure the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? We only talked about 2 governments, Venezuela and the US. Those are the only 2 governments you're writing about. Here, you're going to outline your paragraph into this document. You will start writing your paragraph here. Here, you write your claim. Answer the question, answer this question. Use a sentence starter. Here, you add context. Identify the keywords in the prompt, paraphrase the big idea, define the terms of your argument. Next, you provide examples. Use evidence from the articles to support your claim. say where it comes from, and evaluate its value. You have sentence starters. Write at least 2 sentences, one to introduce one piece of evidence from the US article, a second sentence to introduce your evidence from the Venezuela article. Next is your analysis. Connect the evidence, this evidence, to the claim. Include your ideas here. Choose a sentence starter. And the last thing is a conclusion. This is one sentence. Restate the claim in a new way. Make sure to use the vocabulary words, here they are, in this sentence. Okay? If you want to see a paragraph and what it looks like, there's a paragraph here, and I'm telling you what each part of the paragraph looks like.